Hello and welcome back to Tomb Raider with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So here we are inside the Temple of the Cat, and indeed, this level is going to be a long one. As if the last one wasn't long enough, but yeah, it is. So down here, immediately, we'll find some more Magnum ammo. There are also a couple of doors here, which seemingly there's no way around, so I'm guessing I'm going up that thing to the right. So I'm going to equip the shotgun here, because I believe there's another Panther around here. But before then, more Magnum ammo. Yeah, the game really wants me to use Magnums, but I don't know. I may want to use the shotgun here. Again, this door is not opening no matter how much you try. If you see this on a TV, it may look like a switch, which is why I actually approached it in the way I did there. But anyway, let's go over to where the cats are lurking, because that's where I do want to go with Lara. So yeah, so we have a mound of sand here, absolutely, and this will take us back outside, seemingly. So do I want to go back outside? I don't know. I think I want to do a bit more exploring of the ruins, but yeah. Okay, so that's not a panda, that's a mummy. I don't know if I can get him from here, but yeah. I'll try using the pistols, but Lara's auto aim is not working at all, so I'm gonna say no. Most certainly not here. So let's go over here instead and seemingly find another switch, which is interesting at least. So let's pull that switch, and seemingly that will open the door. No, I don't want to use the thing. I want to use the shotgun. As much as annoying as these things are, yeah, I want to use the shotgun. And let's see. Small medipack. And head around to the other side to get another small medipack. And they didn't waste any time, did they? Here's that crazy mummy. Don't even back me into a corner, you freak. Seriously. Nope, you're done. At least you don't explode like the Atlantean mutants. I'll say that, but that being said, I'm gonna go down here and indeed head around to the right. Seemingly, because that's where I do want to go. And well, I'm gonna head down here, and you can see the door is actually open through the grates if you switch to classic mode, but not much else really. No, nothing in this alcove, I'm afraid. So yeah, I've already pulled the switch. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Maybe that will let the mummy in, I don't know. Then again, I already did deal with the mummy, so maybe I'm just being stupid. I'm reloading. Yay. Actually, no, I'm gonna save, actually. So, in that case, let's head down here and go back, I guess. I still have the thing. I don't know why I'm going in there, but the door is now open, so let's actually go in here and see if the mummy's still in here. Don't look like he is, so yay. Although there's one roaming around there, so maybe he was. What triggered the other mummy then? I do not know. Maybe there were two mummies in here. Who knows? Who knows? So, that being said, well, let's might as well explore here before we go on. Nothing else in here. Some more cat-like doors. At the very top, some more ammo. Yay. Namely Magnum ammo. And seriously, can the Dora Milaje just leave me alone for 1 second? I don't think I'm stealing vibranium. I'm not Valentina Allegra de Fontaine or whatever. Finally, they go down, and let's actually get the other lot of ammo here. Seriously, and 3 lots of Magnum ammo. Okay, that will set me right, I think. At least for a while. Given that, Lara goes through them like I eat chocolate bars. Well, not as much as I used to, I suppose, but yeah. So that being said, I'll save there. And go back up again. And this is where we get the aforementioned, room, or dark room, shall we say. Dark room, we'll call it that. And no, it's nothing to do with photographs, it's actually to do with, believe it or not, actually being dark and Lara not having the flares. Something that is somewhat remedied in later games, including the next one. But for now, nope, dark room over here. So, indeed, like before, we want to go over the sand mounds and whatnot to get there. Absolutely. You can actually see it in the distance. The camera kind of pans out there to reach the temple. And you will also note a mummy coming up behind that block and seemingly being able to vault over the block. Seriously. Okay, what the hell am I doing? Why am I reloading? I do not know. Seriously. Did something attack me or something? Because, as I say, the camera did pan out there and there was the mummy. Unless there's a mummy over... there's a mummy on the left. That's what attacked me there. Yeah, I probably want to switch the camera over. Which, yeah, I'll use the magnums now. Might as well have enough ammo. I don't know how much ammo the mummies do take here. And you will know also in the remastered version, you will get to see the moon. That is not the case in the original. It's just pitch black darkness around here. Seriously, I know it's nighttime, but it's nice you can actually see the moon in a Tomb Raider game, seriously. So now what I want to do is not go that way, go over here, pull up and pull out that block on the left there. Right, make that 2 and more Dora Milaje. Seriously, do not leave me alone. Wakanda forever or whatever, seriously. Anyway, there are 2 blocks here, and indeed, yeah, 2 blocks there, and oh great, I keep falling off, which can be a problem if you fall off more than one of them, I'll say that. But yes, this is the aforementioned dark room that I talked about last episode. So yeah, and we want to make our way inside. For obvious reasons, but this one's going to be tough because of that. At the very top of the ruins is this steel bar, so yeah. But I'm not going to get that yet. Another small medipack there. And, yeah, nothing much else. So I guess I'll deal with the blocks next. Not that there's not much room for maneuver around here with those blocks, but... I'll take what I can get, I suppose. And yeah, so let's try and move these out of the way if we can. Not easy, but it can be done. So I'll pull this one out first. Very carefully, I might add. Very carefully. Then head behind it and do it from there. So do I want to move it to the right or do I want to pull it out? I don't know, because that's the thing. There does not seem to be anything below there. So I'm just going to push it to the right here so I can get the other block out and see what happens after that. Because, you know me, a regular idiot. Okay, so does this actually take us inside the ruins itself? Yes, it does! And indeed, as I say, aforementioned dark room, so it is very hard to explore inside here, as we'll see in a moment. There is a switch that will turn the lights back on, but not immediately. I'll say that now. So let's see. Large medipack, absolutely. There's another door there. In fact, maybe that 2 doors. This one actually is a switch, so that will open the door on the left. Okay, this is not the dark room, apparently. Okay, I got it wrong. Excuse me. Over here's another key. And we'll get to that in a moment. But for now, yeah. This is going to be a weird trip. Seriously. Especially since there's nothing else in here. But never mind. I'm going to go see what's left in that room if there's anything else. Because there are these platforms which do lead upwards. And indeed, where do they go? Up to this one. I'll walk slowly and then pull up. And you can actually see some very nice detail on these in the remastered graphics, seriously. Some more shotgun shells, very nice. Another metal girder, or metal gate, should I say. But I'll leave that for the next episode, so I'll see you then. Goodbye!